into this world of America today.
As expected, fully packed here tonight. It's the Grand Theater. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure.
And here comes the Deontay Wilder, Bronze Bomber.
This bout is scheduled for...
We welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here.
After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Hook misses. Welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Takes that jab. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just misses with that uppercut. Catch and shoot. Swing and a miss with the right hook. So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the one. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Holmes in that last round. That bell could not... There's the bell for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Larry Holmes now stumbling backwards. And the heavyweight legend goes to the canvas. Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to power you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
A straight right just misses. We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. There's the bell to start round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, see what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
And he just missed with that left jab. How many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike. Did you see that? Whoa, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at it. It's not there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. The jab doesn't quite final 10 seconds here unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round first. Back at it in round 4. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
His jab just got blocked. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, the Eastern Assassin in some trouble here. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. On to the 5th we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and punch until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Jab from these two. Beautiful counter shot. Good defense blocking that right uppercut. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
One punch could change everything in this battle. They both want the knockout. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout.
Oh my God, Johnny! Whoa, Larry! So it's onward and upward after...
Win the title. I don't have to think too heavy, I can remember. City centers hella cold in the December. The roads that I'm from will turn you to a contender. I'm a Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pacquiao. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting batted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1. Become your rivals, you know the hustle paid. You know you took your lemons and turn them to lemonade. I'm from money where the police are getting with. And that's a true story, that's not something you just say. Undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We want it to be gangster, yeah, we want it to be dons. We end up in the can and I don't mean a Rubicon. I've always been a champion, I've done this on my ones. I've been running up hills, I've been banging out weights. I've been beating up the heavy bag, I'm training every day. Had to fight for these mills, had to lose a couple mates. Sacrifice after sacrifice, that's the only way. Undisputed, they thought that I couldn't do this. I said I'd be a legend, they all thought I was deluded. The pain's deep rooted, the game's diluted. These rappers aren't gangster, they're all capping in their music. In my soul I can feel it, in my soul I can feel it. There's always been a deeper meaning, I wrestle with my demons. I wrestle with my demons. The road's always been appealing, there was holes in my sneakers. There was holes in my sneakers. I had to go and get that beat and I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know what I'm feeling. I just know that I'm in deep. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. And here he is. Terrence.
This bout.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down. So here we go. Should be a good one. Good-looking jab. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. No defense for that hook. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than equal.
Every time they drop their guard, they get dropped. That counter punch caught him clean. The jab doesn't quite connect. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the...
On to the second round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? Excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing. You've won that hands down.
Well, I guess he's decided he's going to taunt his opponent now. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. I can't believe it. They are giving up. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
They don't like that. Listen to those. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, he...
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for combat. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comeback. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know the aim range heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculate. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events I would practice while it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know why they ain't clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, where art thou? There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like it can't shout. I'm getting even, 4-2-3, I'm like a can't count. But you can count on me to do it for the right price. It ain't a game even though I spy. They feel the presence of our zeitgeist. Our victories were written in bright lights. I'm moving like a hitman. Cause I go in and get the job done. You see me moving like a hitman. Yeah, I go in and get the job done. You don't want none. I'm moving like a hitman. You know I get the job done. You see me moving like a hitman. I go in and get the job done. They don't want none.
Yeah, that hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. Ay, I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and combination. Keep it gold and hindsight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band, no mind, keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They gon' let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me get it's a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it to believe. Bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time, I'll rebound, I reground. In the meantime, I stack up, this win my reward. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation.
Yeah, look at that. All the belts, mighty.
Swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no but ping. We bring man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, and swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no but ping. We bring man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, and swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no but ping. We bring man right, somebody shots fling. Look up, fling, right up, fling. Contrary ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I punched you, never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hand. swing. Left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting. No about ping. We bring when right, somebody shall fling. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing. Left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting. No about ping. We bring when right, somebody shall fling. I came from the 7 Hills, city of steel, home of the village and brilliant meals. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles. Brother have a kid on his heels. In the ring it's gritty and real. Brave art man put a kid on his shield. Act daft man put a kid on his. Been back from when I was swinging up field. Left up, give it with a whiplash. Not gonna work with a sit back. Man wanna showboat over the top, send him over the ropes like Prince Lass. Send a man through ropes like Hopkins. Go mad like Mike when they lost it.
What a beautiful day for a fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. And it's not the more.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from London, England, here is a middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, known as the
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
You can't beat a good old-fashioned rivalry. When there's guts, when there's feeling, when there's heart involved, that's when you get a good fight, one-on-one.
And there's the bell for round 1. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Lands the jab. And considering we're outside in the sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Colosseum and 2 gladiators going at it.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but that's when the rounds roll on.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Lays the jab, but does not score. This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can pop anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
It's all offense all the time. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Sergio Martinez is dazed. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they have...
And there's the bell for round 2. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Insane action. Couldn't land that jab. Sergio Martinez is rocked. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged. Down goes Sergio Martinez. Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
The going to need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting. Like he's gonna...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh, and that one really got... As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Martinez in that. Let's get it started in round 3. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not like twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got a dummy shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Beautiful counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. You saw it here.
gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort, I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this, study my movements, go opposite of the grain. See, I never heard of vacations, bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the dirt as I put in the work and watch suckers complain. Cause all they regard is who go the hardest. Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. The blood, sweat, and tears of my stripes. I only tell stories of fights. You learn that the struggle is part of the hustle. Don't ever mistake them as gripes. First I hit them with lefts, then I hit them with rights. After all that I've been through, I gotta continue to cut through that bull with a knife. You holding me up, so I'm rising. You want me to fail or surprised? I'm addicted to winning, so since the beginning I only focus on horizons. All they record is who go the hardest. Whole family is a chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. So what can I tell you? I learned from my failures.
Deontay Wilder, 6'7". The gym.
This back.
What a pleasure it is to. The build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. There's a counter shot. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? It's a rematch of one of the great trilogies in heavyweight boxing history. It's Wilder versus Fury 4.
Let's look at history. Wilder is hungry the first time they drew. He said, no, that shouldn't happen. The second time he lost, no, something's wrong. The third time, he's running out of excuses. Not a fourth time. There's no fifth time. We get to the fourth time, there's no excuses left. Wilder is angry. His reputation, his legacy, everything he's done, he's used to being the best. Now he's got to admit, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, this guy is better than me. No matter what he's seen, no matter what Tyson Fury's done, Wilder is so dangerous, he's not willing to accept it.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Caution being thrown to the wind. Deontay Wilder just got clipped. And the Bronze Bomber goes down. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised. not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff now.
The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. All the seats have been taken in this unique setting. What an event it will be.
For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. You're that party coming in, and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere. You know the pressure is going to be on.
Missed him with that uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can't find a home for that jab. Good counter punch. That hook doesn't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever run anybody.
Let's get it started in round 3. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
One punch could change everything in this battle. That counter shot lands. To put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Deontay, and down goes Wilder. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be... There's the bell for round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full back because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Lucky that hook didn't score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
When you're fighting somebody so big, this is when you've got to stick to your game plan. You deviate, you're out of there.
Straight right just misses. Straight right just misses. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? A big whiff with the right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You heard that right, lady.
Yeah, look at Duff. All the belts, my team. In the ring, I swing left, right, man, said get ping. Watch that thing.